YouTube? Hope everybody having a good weekend. Sunday fun day, right? So over the weekend, that's when I do a lot of my maintenance. That being said, we got some maintenance to do on this 150 gallon. Not only that, I decided to move the Madagascar into this aquarium. Why? Because the Jag is a little bit more aggressive than that guy. I mean, he's a little bit more aggressive than the Madagascar, so I didn't want to have any issues with that. Like I said already, the Madagascar cichlid is almost like my Achilles heel. So that being the case, I want to make sure I do everything possible to make sure that I successfully keep him healthy, and I want to keep him for a long time. I mean, usually, like I said, I get some months out of him. I also moved over here our red jewel cichlid, and as you can see, it's looking a little empty. So I moved out some fry. I plan on moving out some more fry. I took out the driftwood because I also want to do a cleaning on it. And then I'll probably leave in there the bigger of the Dovai Feste fry. That way they could grow out in this 150. And yeah, so I got to drain some water out. I can't even catch any more of these fry because it's a big aquarium, small fish. Makes sense, right? So let's go ahead and drain it. I'm gonna drain it with this pump. That way it'll drain fast, because I don't want to sit here all day trying to get this thing done. All right, and you might notice something, I'm sitting here in my pajamas. You know, when you come to the fish room, you come in here all times of the day, all times of the night. And sometimes when things need to be done, you just get to it. Look how big this guy is. I mean, I'm gonna show you how big he is. Let me get a clamp for that. All right, really, I just gotta clamp this cord. For some reason, there we go. Now I could drop it down more, just like that. There we go. Whatever, that's good enough. All right, check him out. Scary. Always. Look at him. He's beautiful. Real dark. Beautiful coloration on him. So these guys could get up to a foot. They should be in at least 120 gallon or bigger. This is 150 gallons, so I won't even have to remove him up out of here. He could just live out his life in this aquarium. And then there's the red jewel cichlid, swimming through the tank like he owned it. And then these are all the fry that I still have left in here. So once I drain it down, I'm catching them. That filled up fast. All right, so now, I gotta get this up out of here real quick. There we go, break the siphon. Because otherwise, gravity will pull the rest of the water in here and overflow it. Now I gotta get the water up out of here. That's why I want that drain. Watch when I hook up this space. I'm about to get a drain. I'm gonna have it situated to where each of these tanks will drain with a turn of a valve. 'Cause this right here is for the birds. Trash cans, pumps, simpler way of doing it. All right, so in the midst of me emptying out this trash can, I found a more easier and more simple way of extracting the water from this tank and getting it into a space that I wanted instead of a trash can that I have to remove it from. I'm about to just pump it straight out this window, right to the front yard, the grass. I should have did it like that from the start. Nonetheless, I'm doing it now. Once I get the water to about right there, then I'll go ahead and start siphoning out all of the sand. Well, not siphoning out, but vacuuming the sand, getting all that yuck out, that muck. When it's time to do that, then I'll come and get you so you can see it. Until then, just hold tight. All right, so as you can see, we got this thing drained down. So now we're gonna take my siphon and get this fish waste up out of here. So let me show you some of this fish waste. Check it out. Now, a lot of that is pleco poop, right? Probably the longer ones. Now, plecos do poop a lot, but the thing is, you are either going to be cleaning a lot of the algae off your tank, a lot of the algae off your rock work, you're going to be dealing with dirty driftwood, or you're just going to siphon the poop out of the tank when you do your gravel vacs. It's as simple as that. I'd rather go ahead and have a pleco do all the work for me and then just siphon out the poop when I do the gravel vacs. It just makes way more sense. It's a lot easier. I don't know why people have a stigma about plecos and the fish poop, but I mean, come on now. You're gonna clean something. So, all right, so it's a deep tank. It's a very, very deep tank. Now let's get in here and let's get this done. Let's start over here on this side, right? Over here. Close this window now. It's cold. Here we go. All right. Now this right here is a pleasure for me. I don't know about y'all, but I actually enjoy the process of gravel vacuuming. Get my trash can over here. There we go. Got y'all situated real nice. So I believe this is necessary. It really is. It ensures, and a little trick, you gotta do it this way, clamp it to the trash can so the hose don't come out the trash can and you get water, or the bucket and you get water all over the floor. All right, get a siphon going. All right, took a minute, but we got it. All right, so now let's go ahead, start hitting all that fish waste. See that? It's real easy to clean. So I don't know what the hang up is, but yeah, it's satisfying. Just watch all of that fish poop come out. Some people, believe it or not, don't even gravel vac. It's just not something they choose to do. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's a preference. Like I said, I actually enjoy the process of it. Watching all of this come out the aquarium, it's real satisfying. Believe it or not, some aquariums, especially if you have like gravel, you never see this sitting on the top of it. It sinks down to the bottom. When I do a gravel vac on that 240, you're going to see it's a lot of debris in the bottom of that gravel because I don't see none on top. No fish poop at all. But yeah, this is like I said. So do a good job with this. Don't rush it. Take your time. Do a thorough job. You don't have to do it that often, but when you do it, make sure you do a good job. That way you won't have to do it that often. If you take a long time in between your gravel vacs, you might end up taking out all your aquarium water by the time you're done sucking all that crap up out of your tank. Look at that. All that. Yep. But so, yeah, that's why I don't mind. I don't mind, y'all. I don't mind the plecos. I don't mind doing this. Does it seem like it's bad? I mean, the pleco, I feel like, does its job. It's worth it. It's worth this. The work that it does, how nice the tank look. There's no algae on anything. My driftwood is clean. I mean, man, it's like when you, if you're a boss, right? You got a company, right? You pay your employees what they're worth. You don't pay everybody the same amount, right? Everybody don't get paid the same amount. So yeah, if you gotta clean your tank, you gotta gravel vac because you got a pleco, but he's working hard, more so than the fish, and you still gotta clean up after the fish, understand that it's worth it. Understand that the pleco is doing his job. Again, just my opinion, my outlook. So already we got half the tank done. And then we're going to get to that other half. I might have to turn off the pump to that filter because looks like it's about to reach that pump right there. We don't want no air in the line. We don't want to dry out the pump. All right. So this is going to be a big water change, y'all. This is actually going to be the first water change on this aquarium since I set it up. Let me turn off the pump, bring you on this side. All right, got the pump off. Let's bring you right over here now. First, I got to bring the trash can over here. Bring everything over here. All right. Drop some crud back in there. I hate when that happens. And then I also have my net to get out the larger organics. All right, let's get to it. Yeah. All right, so y'all pretty much see why it's necessary to do a gravel vac, right? I think I made it crystal clear. So let me go ahead and finish gravel vacuuming this side, and then once it's time to proceed with the next step, I'll be right back with you all. All right, so I got out all the water that I want to take out. Now I want to try to take out these fish. Gotta catch some more of these little fish, and then I could go ahead and rescape this thing. I'll probably take some rock work from the bottom tank and put it in here. Let's see how easy it'll be now. Still pretty scaped up, but I'll probably be able to get a bunch of them now. Not a bunch, but a little bit easier. So like I said, I want to keep all the big ones. Like I said, I want to keep all the big ones in the 150. All the fish that I have in the 75 gallon are going to be the ones that's available to you all. I should take out the rest of this decor because these little guys making a fool of me. All right. Come on, Pleco. All right. Grab this and this. No more of that hiding. It's not gonna be easy, but we're gonna try. All right, we got all the fry out of this tank. That was hard. It's like, can't tell you how long it took. But these are the larger of the fry. Look at this one, he's pretty big. So I have 4 right here. I have a couple down here that I plan on catching and also putting in here that's like the biggest down here. So I want all the largest ones. I want to keep all of those, put them into this 150. These are the other fry. Beautiful fry, right? So we're going to put them down here. We're going to take out some of this rock work and we're going to hook this tank up. They don't need all that rock work. They don't need a pretty tank. It's like a holding tank. All right, first things first, we about to put all of these in here, just pour them right in. There you go. There's the rest of your family. These guys, want to put them right back. There you go. I know they happy to be back in there. Now, we are going to take some rock work out of this bottom tank because it's looking good down there. Let me show you. Yeah, check it out. It's a cool little escape, huh? So, yeah, we gonna make some caves. We're gonna hook it up. We're gonna make it something just like this up here. We need this 150 scape. We got to get him up out of his shell because this is a beautiful fish, and mainly this aquarium is for him. So all the fish that I plan on putting in here is gonna have to be a fish that's going to be compatible with the Madagascar. I told you already, they are sensitive. They are it says they're aggressive. I don't find them to be aggressive. They're not aggressive in my fish room or any of the aquariums that I have. They are a bit up on a passive side. So we want to make sure that we're putting fish that has equal temperament to this Madagascar. No overly aggressive fish. All right, so we're going to work in the dark down there. I don't have a light on that aquarium. Okay, so like I was saying, this water is warm. And like I said, they don't need escape. They really don't. They're not gonna stay here. I don't know what we're going to put into this aquarium. Oh yeah, we're gonna probably put the flower horn in here. So y'all need to really get at me about these fry if y'all want some. Otherwise, they're gonna go to some of these main chain stores. Y'all could also pick them up from there. And then we probably also gonna turn some of these into feeders because we do have some fish that only like to eat fish. Oh, I know, right? So I don't want to do that. So y'all get at me. I think I'll plan on keeping. I got 4 up here. I'm probably only keeping maybe about 8, maybe 10. Only because I want to see the variations in the way they look. I could leave some of this rock in here, but it's not necessary. It'd be easier to clean it when I have to go in here and clean, because you know, a lot of fry, having 200 or 300 fry, that is a lot of fish poop, right? A lot of fish poop. On top of the fact, that's a lot of feeding. So that being said, that's the reason why I want to get them up out of here. I mean, it's just too much work. Too much work having all of these fry in so many different aquariums. I thought it was going to be cool. I thought they were going to grow out a little bit faster. I thought I was going to see some just explode in size. But more than likely it's because I still had so many spread out in each of these aquariums. Now that I only have about 4 in here, it'll probably be about 6. You know, we'll really see them explode in size. And then that's when we'll be able to see them color up. And hey, if I still have some and they're small and all of that good stuff, and then that's when some of you all want to get them, you know, you can still get them then too. It'd be nice to have this 150 back up and going the way it's supposed to be. I mean, it's a 150-gallon aquarium. You know, we got to have this thing looking beautiful, right? It's a big tank. We also got to go out and pick up some more aquascape materials, some rocks. I don't really find driftwood. I'm not lucky enough to be in an area where I find driftwood, but we could definitely go and get some more rocks. I need to go get, you know, it's nothing like some free rocks. You know, most of the rock that I have, I pay for it, believe it or not, and I paid a lot. So now I don't want to pay for any more rock. I got all the rock. I bought all the rock that I'll ever need. I don't need to buy any more rock unless it's for saltwater aquariums, and then I have to. So we got all the rock out of here. All our fry. Let's dry off real quick. Man, there's so many fry down there. Check it out. Check it out. So many fry down there, man. That's insane. All right. But yeah, it's already looking so much better, man. Just empty. Let's put the rock work. Let's put the driftwood in there first. Y'all set up? Now let's get these 2 pieces right back in there first, and then we'll set up the Rescaping based around this, because this is the almost like the focal point of this aquarium. These 2 amazing pieces of driftwood. So what I'll do is I'll scape it and then I'll bring you in. So I'll throw them in a corner because they're kind of big, right? So by me putting them in a corner, it will allow me to work in the middle a bit more and leave the front open. So that's why I have them in each corner. Now I want to build up some caves, etc. I know the skull was looking a little wonky in there. I might still put it back. I might do a little better job with that. But let's go ahead and get some of these foundation rocks in here. Foundation rocks are rocks with a flat bottom that allows you to have a good sturdy surface. And if I am mooning you, these are thermals. It's not my underwear. All right, so now we're just gonna get all of these pieces that I want to use, like, there we go, these mounting rocks. So I'm offsetting it so it has some depth. I don't want it to be flat. I want it to have some depth to it. And if you don't know what I mean, when I bring you in, you're gonna see exactly what I mean. I'll set these two right here. Don't, ooh, that's nice. Okay. All right. So now we got our flat pieces down. Now we're gonna start building up high. Some more flat pieces will allow you to build it up a little bit higher. You see that? I hope you can see it from there. Just building them up. I don't hold off on that rock right there. All flat pieces, y'all. All the flat pieces. And then with the bigger flat pieces, that's how we make the bridges. And the bridges are necessary. See these flat pieces? They're somewhat flat, right? Like this one. It's not totally flat. It's rigid, which is good. It allows it to kind of like grip each rock. It's not a smooth surface. When they're smooth, it's a lot harder to work with because they don't really grip. You know, they don't interlock so much like that. That's perfect, just flat on there. All right, let's go ahead and start working on this one. I might come up with this one right here. There we go. And some of these fish are big, or will get big, so I'll have to obviously change at the scape, because as they grow, they will be able to knock the rock work down. Good thing I don't have heavy pieces in here where I'm worried about if the pieces fall, it'll crack the aquarium. So you see that? Let's come over here with this one now. All right, that's good. All right, so now I want to bridge the gap. So how will I do that, y'all? I'm gonna come with a wider piece like this. You see that? See how wide that one is? Hopefully it'll reach all the way across from a couple of these. Like this one. This one reach from here to here. Let's see. All right, that's good. Just like that. Now I want to come across the backside. Across the backside with this one right here. It's a beautiful rock. This works, it's like a shark tooth. I'll call this my shark's tooth rock. Okay, so let me bring these things, because I don't have any, they're not as wide as I would like them to be. So I gotta bring everything in closer. You see how easy it is to fall over? It's very important to get it like perfect. That way, the weight of it is what keeps it up. Like that. Let's see. It's not really how I wanted it, so I have to adjust it. Sometimes people use like cement to help you keep it all together. If I had some bigger pieces, this would be so much simpler. But since I have a lot of this rubble type, it's a bit of a challenge. There we go. Okay. Let's bring these over a little bit closer. Okay, I need one more rock. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and finish this up. I don't want to have y'all sitting here all this time watching me struggle with these rocks, but I guarantee you when it's done, it's going to be worth the wait. I'll be right back with you. All right. Check it out. As you can see, scape done. Now I'm refilling it. The water seemed to mess up the sand a little bit right here, but it is what it is. I'll fix that once it's done filling up if I can. But so the idea was to try to make this skull and the driftwood look like it's part instead of it just looking like it's just sitting in there, just sitting on a piece of slate. And then I wanted to give the caves a bit of some height. And I think these caves are pretty cool, right? And then I threw the sponge filter as well as the air stone in the back. So it's no longer sitting in the front. Overall, I think it looks pretty good. I might even throw some plants in here, who knows? I love Anubias. So I'm about to go ahead and just let this thing fill up. Once it's done, I'll get right back with you, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up this video. All right, we almost done filling this thing up, right? Well, I got some more media right here that I want to show you how I use this. So I have an extra large above the tank sump right here, DIY sump. I've already started adding in some of these sponges. Look at that. I'll clean that next time. But let's go ahead and just start putting in some of these sponges. Slide them right on in there, just like that. Got another one, just slide it right on in. Look at that. Look at that. Tons of media. Another one. Let's put this one in the water right there. Oh, hot scrubbers. Let's get these in here too. All right, had to open them up. Pot scrubbers. Drop them on in. Drop them on in. Look at that. Still got room, right? All this space, all this media, right? All that media. You don't know if I'm about to take a bath or filter an aquarium, huh? Filter an aquarium. So just make sure they're submerged under this water, just like that. I'll shove these all down there. Plenty of space. Look at that. More room. More scrubbers. Let's put them in there. All right, got some more scrubbers. And we're just gonna shove them right up in there. Just like that. Tank almost done filling up. Plenty of pot scrubbers. So you could use these for your freshwater aquariums. I wouldn't recommend using them for the salt though. Right. Put some more right down there. There we go. All right. So as you can see, we got this thing just packed full of media. And this is the filter basket right here. As you can see, I got more filter floss right here, which is actually just an old pillow doing its job. Let's go ahead and wrap up this video though. Look at this tank almost filled up. All right, y'all. We got this thing filled up. And don't mind the blue tape. That's because I have to just put this plastic up here to keep the humidity down inside this room. So I can't put just regular ordinary lids up there because of the way I have the filtration. So I got to figure something else out. Anyway, don't even mind that. Let's not even look at that. Let's look at this beautiful tank. So as I was saying, I wanted it to look like the skull was just kind of like part of the scape, like embedded into the rock, the driftwood. You know, to remind me of something that I would probably think of like Aztec. You know, you go through the forest and then boom, you know, you see a skull or something like that. You see some kind of statue or something like that. So if I decide to plant the tank, it's gonna look sick. I plan on putting some plants like all around it, you know what I mean? And then plus the pleco loves to go in there anyway. And I love skulls, so it looks cool anyway. Then same reason over here. But again, I wanted to make it look a little bit different. Blend in, kind of like push back into the driftwood a bit, have the rock work kind of like connected to it. So it won't look like just an eyesore. You know, I want it to look like one piece. I don't know if y'all saw that. Saw the power kind of like go in and out. I hope that doesn't mean that we're gonna have an outage. Don't need any outages in this fish room. So other than that, like I was saying, I wanted to look like a part of the scape, like one full scape. You see how that looks? It looks like a cave. Looks like it's all part of it. So instead of it looking just sticking out like an eyesore. But anyway, overall, the tank is pretty clear already. This thing looks amazing to me. I mean, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you think of the 150. You think I did a good job? You think it was an improvement, an upgrade? It looks empty, but that's what I want. All the fish are down here now. Pretty much everybody. So next time, we're going to do a cleaning on this 54. I changed up the scape a little bit while I was draining the aquarium, the 150. And we do have, you know, we have some fry in here. We have this big guy. This is the biggest one in here. So we have some fry in here. I'll leave them in here. We'll add some fish to this. We'll scape it. We'll clean it. We'll make it look good. But we're not going to add any more scape to this. We'll put some plants in here, something like that. But as far as the rock work, that's pretty much it. Cool little aquarium, corner tank. But like I was saying, back to the 150. So I don't even know how he managed to escape and stay in here, but you're gonna end up food, bud. That's on you. You wanted to stay in here so bad, somebody's gonna eat you. You're not gonna last. So I don't know how he managed to stay in here, but nonetheless, as you all know, when you got a bunch of fry, everybody don't make it. He's 100% not gonna make it. But if he does, I'd be surprised. Maybe he will. Who knows? But yeah, so all these fry down here, if you are interested, let me know. As far as the shipping process, I can find out how much it would cost to ship, and then I'll give you the total as far as the fish and the shipping and all that. And then whatever that price is, I'll let you know what it is. If that works for you, if you're happy with that, you could go ahead and then you could cash at me, and then I'll send it. But anyway, let me do some research. Let me find out how much it costs to send a fish. It's gonna based on weight, things like that. So I'll bag one up. I'll bag up some. One, or it doesn't even matter. 5 or 1, it'll be the same price just because of the weight of the bag. So I'll figure it out and get back to you on that. But look at this thing. I mean, this thing looks great. There's the little, there's our red jewel right here. Watch where the Madagascar is. Where's the Madagascar? Back there, up under the heater, looking scared. Look at the Madagascar. Nobody else is in the tank with you, and you're still sitting here looking all emo. Man, come on, dude. Snap up out of that, man. I literally set this whole thing up for you. If you would have seen how he was acting when I put him in here initially, you would have been through with him. Over there looking all scared, all those fried, was looking at him like food, yes. But they're fried. He could have ate any of them because of how big he is. But yet he was over there timid in the corner. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. All right, so that about wraps it up. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. I hope that this video was inspiring. I hope there was something in here that was entertaining for you. I hope that you were able to get to from start to finish. This was a fun build. This was fun. I enjoyed this. I'm happy. I'm glad that it's back under my control. You know what I mean? It was being controlled by all the fry. I mean, I'm glad to see it empty. I'm glad to see a little bit of fish in there. And it makes me excited again about the possibilities of this 150-gallon aquarium. So I don't even mind seeing them all down there again. I said in the last video, these bottom tanks suck. I don't really like the bottom tanks that much. And the only fish that's gonna end up going in there probably is a flower horn, but I actually like the flower horn up here. I wish he would get along with everybody else. But anyway, so that's it. I hope y'all have a great weekend. I hope y'all have a great week. I'm gonna catch you in the next video. Peace.